Stop thinking of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex as a regular battle manga. Right now, it's a psychological horror story where our favorite characters are getting absolutely dismantled by fate. Chapter 34 just dropped, and it completely rewrites the rules of the endgame. If you thought Boruto had all the time in the world to plan a rescue mission for Sasuke, I have some terrifying news for you. A literal death clock has just been placed on Sasuke Uchiha's soul. And while his life forces are actively draining, Sarada Uchiha just activated the absolute worst part of her family lineage, and it's threatening to leave her completely blind. Today, we are breaking down the brutal reality of Chapter 34. We're dissecting Koji's terrifying alternate timelines, Boruto's lethal standoff with a much smarter version of Code, and the heartbreaking hospital scene between Sakura and Sarada that left the fandom in absolute tears. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let's get straight into the madness. We open exactly where the last chapter left off, with Boruto holding Mamushi's Thorn Soul Bulb. But check out the dialogue here, because it reveals everything about how the dynamic has shifted. Kawaki doesn't pull up and ask how to heal the victim. He coldly asks what happens if the bulb rots. Boruto drops a massive lore bomb. If a Thorn Soul Bulb isn't returned to the roots of the main tree within minutes of extraction, it decays. And once it turns to dust, the person sealed inside is gone forever. No reincarnation, no revival, total erasure. But here is the part that should make every Sasuke fan break into a cold sweat. The chapter strongly implies that the longer someone has been trapped inside the Shinju tree, the faster their bulb degrades once it's out. Bug was only trapped briefly, and his bulb rotted in minutes. Sasuke Uchiha has been sealed away for 2 entire years. That means the second Boruto pulls Sasuke's bulb from Hidari, the survival window is going to be microscopic. One mistake, one slight delay, and Sasuke melts into history. Look at the paneling. Kawaki's eyes are completely dead and analytical. He's just calculating data. Boruto's eyes are heavy with moral weight. He's Naruto's son. He cannot just let people die, even if they used to be enemies. And that exact empathy is about to cost him dearly. While Boruto is processing this, Koji's communication toad hops onto his shoulder to run some tactical calculus. Code never showed up to the battlefield, and Boruto instantly figures out why. Code wasn't missing. He was hiding in the shadows, listening to their entire conversation. Remember how the fandom spent all of Part 1 calling Code an idiot? Well, the idiot is officially playing chess now. He's studying Boruto's behavioral patterns and emotional vulnerabilities. Koji breaks down the 3 distinct timeline branches available right now. Timeline 1. Boruto warps into the Ten Tails dimension, Code ambushes him, and Boruto executes him. Clean and simple. But Boruto's face goes hollow here. He hates the idea of mindless killing if an alternative exists. Timeline 2. Code plays dirty. He uses Sarada as bait to turn the thumbscrew on Boruto's heart. Code lets Hidari consume her, achieves his ultimate Otsutsuki evolution, and according to Koji, this path leads to the literal end of the world. Timeline 3. The absolute wildcard. A 1-in-a-million shot where Code actually defects from the Shinju and teams up with Boruto to stop Jura. It sounds insane, but Boruto is seriously considering it because they are desperately outgunned. Meanwhile, back in the village, Amado's suspect meter is maxed out. The moment Koji leaves, Amado sends a cybernetic toad to Kawaki, ordering him to the lab. Amado is clearly terrified of Koji's 10 directions foresight and is tightening his grip on Kawaki. Something shady is brewing. The story transitions from multi-dimensional chess to absolute emotional devastation inside the Leaf Village Hospital. Sarada wakes up, and her vision is completely ruined. She can barely see her best friend standing right next to her. Sakura hands her glasses back and delivers a crushing medical diagnosis. The Mangekyou Sharingan is a genetic trap. The more intensely its power is pushed, the faster the eyesight burns out. Sarada is actively going blind. What follows is an absolute masterclass in visual storytelling. The mangaka completely removes all dialogue. No text bubbles, no explanations. Just a mother pulling her daughter into a fierce, desperate hug. Sakura knows she can't change Sarada's Uchiha blood, but her maternal instinct is screaming to protect her child from the dark storm ahead. When Sakura finally speaks, she doesn't order Sarada to stop fighting. Why? Because Sakura looks at her daughter and sees a perfect mirror of her own youth 19 years ago. She remembers when the entire world called her crazy for staying loyal to a rogue ninja named Sasuke Uchiha. Sarada completely breaks down in tears. Sakura invokes the legacy of Itachi and Sasuke, reminding her daughter that carrying a monumental burden in total isolation, throwing away your safety for the sake of love, is exactly what the crest on their back represents. It's a beautiful, heartbreaking validation of Sarada's resolve. This emotional breakthrough leads to a massive narrative shift with Chocho. Chocho admits she never understood why Sarada sacrificed her reputation and her dream of becoming Hokage to defend a traitor like Boruto, while ignoring Kawaki. But seeing Sarada's unyielding conviction, Chocho naturally stumbles into a brilliant conclusion. Boruto isn't the enemy, he's an ally. She isn't completely cured of Eida's omnipotence yet, but she drops a casual, monumental paradox. Wait a minute. Kawaki looks absolutely nothing like Lord Seventh. This is incredibly critical. As Eida explained before, you can't just tell people the truth, their brains will reject it. The only way to shatter omnipotence is for individuals to naturally find the logical flaws in their fake memories and build new emotional anchors. Chocho is officially building that anchor. The armor of the ultimate jutsu is cracking from the inside out. Finally, we cut back to the Ten Tails dimension. Boruto teleports in, instantly flaring his Byakugan and Karma Seal for maximum spatial awareness. Code tries to spring a brutal sneak attack from a hidden claw mark, but Boruto is light years ahead of him. Boruto immediately primes a karma-amped Rasengan Uzuhiko. The second Code sees those swirling planetary currents. His severe trauma from their last fight flares up. He completely panics, aborts his strike, and flees to a safe distance. But here is the tragic twist. Boruto doesn't chase him down. He just throws a few taunts and lets him go. Boruto possessed more than enough speed to close the gap and obliterate Code on the spot, but his massive heart hesitated. He wanted to see if Timeline 3 was real. He wanted to see if Code could be reasoned with. That microsecond of hesitation costs them everything. Right before Boruto's eyes, the countdown hits 0. The Thorn Soul Bulb rots away, and Bug's soul is permanently erased from existence. Boruto stands in total silence, whispering a tragic apology to a man who used to be his enemy. Koji speaks firmly into his ear, telling him to burn this grim image into his mind. Because if they hesitate or delay for even a second against Hidari, the exact same melting decay is going to happen to Sasuke Uchiha. This entire chapter is a beautiful, tragic look at the light and dark sides of love. Bug's creepy, obsessive desire for Eida is what originally created the monstrous Shinju clone. But it's the pure, sacrificial love of Sakura, Sarada, and Boruto that gives our heroes the strength to endure a crumbling world. With Code now actively targeting Sarada as premium bait, and Sasuke's life sitting on a literal ticking clock, the upcoming fight against Hidari is going to be an absolute bloodbath. What do you guys think? Will Boruto find a way to halt Sarada's impending blindness? And can they make it to Sasuke before his time officially runs out? Let me know your wild theories in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe for more 2 Blue Vortex deep dives. See you guys next time.